My love for the art was always in me from a young age. Just the need and the struggle for me to make do with very little or no money, and that helped creativity a lot. The art I became more involved with and natural for me to create was the reuse art. I went to Delhi in India, and of course that opened up my mind on the approach, totally different, because rag pickers in India, their livelihood depended on what they found and recycled every day. When I got there, I did though plant the idea that, look, why you keep separating these plastic bottles, aluminum bottles. At the end of the day, the boss, because there's always a boss somewhere, this system only gives you $1.50. If we turn these cans in flowers, so because I already had started doing that, you can get like $10.50 for 5-6 flowers. Very first flower sculptures or headdresses I made for performances. La Plaza Garden at that time was in serious trouble because a housing development group wanted the space, such a large lot. I went to a meeting of La Plaza gardeners and said, look, I'm making these sculptures out of metal cans and laundry bottles, mainly, also smaller cans, and I would love to do the whole fence that's like the length of a football field, 100 yards. There was arguments, not everybody was convinced that what you're talking about and how long it's gonna take you. So I said, with these sculptures we'll make it more attractive, they will make the garden look better. Still not everyone was convinced. But then the final point that made me get over and start the project was, well, and the garden will be more secure. For one thing, the fence will get higher by a foot and a half, and some of these metal sculptures, I cut them in a way where they would be like razor wire. And then where everybody agreed. What you're about to see is one of 3 locations where the winter flowers are still able to be seen in public. This personally is my favorite location because of the contrast you have on this span of sculptures here in this courtyard. It has a high degree of contrast with the tenement buildings in the background. And so it very much goes with a spirit, a different spirit of our neighborhood. I saved some of the best pieces to transplant them from the garden here in this courtyard. These were fully restored a few years ago. It is one of the only 3 spots now where the winter flowers have been restored, and I keep the maintenance on them on a yearly basis.